Good morning students, this is Joy Varghese from Uncovering Chemistry. Today in video 9, that is of aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid, we are going to discuss about the preparation of aldehyde. Right? The last time we have discussed about few preparations of aldehyde and also aldehyde and ketone. Today only of aldehyde I am talking about. Okay, so in that the first method what we are discussing is from hydrocarbon. What is the word? From hydrocarbon. Now when we talk about hydrocarbon, whenever we oxidize any of the compound into by using a strong oxidizing agent, mostly it gets converted into carboxylic acid. Clear? It gets converted into carboxylic acid. But here we are talking about from hydrocarbon, what we say, that is preparation of aldehyde. So we have to stop the reaction at aldehyde, because the alkyl group when it changes to first aldehyde and further oxidation it changes to what? Carboxylic group. Understood? Means what I am talking about, if I take like this CH3 group, on oxidation it gives what? CHO, and on further oxidation it gives what? COOH. But we need to stop the reaction at this position, right? So there are certain oxidizing agents what we are going to use which will stop the reaction at this position. Means we have to stop this oxidation here. So for that there are few important or some different type of oxidizing agents we are going to use in this. Okay, so that I am going to discuss today. Otherwise what will happen? Further if you keep on oxidizing, it will change into derivative of benzoic acid, what we say. If I am going to use toluene, if I use like this toluene, if I use, and then oxidation is done in presence of an oxidizing agent, it will change into what? Benzaldehyde. It will change into benzaldehyde, and further oxidation it will change into which acid? Benzoic acid. Means it will not stop till here. It will keep on oxidizing and change into what? Benzoic acid. Understood? So we have to stop at this position. So for that certain oxidizing agents are to be used, that I am going to discuss. Okay? So let us see this. Okay? So in your textbook, it is written by oxidation of methyl benzene. What is written? By oxidation. When we do this oxidation by methyl benzene, you can see here. You can see this is your methyl benzene, or also you can call it as toluene. Here. So by oxidation of methyl benzene, so in this as an oxidizing agent we will use chromic acid for CrO3. Chromic acid will be used as an oxidizing agent. Also we will use acid anhydride. If you remember, acid anhydride formula is CH3CO twice O. This is your acid anhydride. Clear? This is your chromic acid. I think you can say it clearly. Acid anhydride, chromic acid, you will get benzyl diacetate. From this, what you will get? You will get benzyl CHCO, CH3 and COCH3. Right? So this is your, OCOCH3, means this part what I am talking. OCOCH3, like this. Benzyl diacetate you get. What you will get? Benzyl diacetate. Understood? So when you use this as a oxidizing agent, the toluene or methyl benzene will change into benzyl diacetate. Now, once you do hydrolysis of this, we can stop this. If you see hydrolysis at temperature 373 Kelvin, if you do hydrolysis at 373 Kelvin, you can stop this, and this will change into CHO, and this two group will give 2CH3COOH. That is 2 molecules of acetic acid it will give. Understood? No? So this is your benzaldehyde. Clear? Now this reaction is not given in your textbook. That is what we say here, by oxidation of methyl benzene. It is not there in your textbook. You can write down this also if you want. Yeah? Now the next one is by use of chromyl chloride. What is the word? Next one, by use of chromyl chloride, that we are going to discuss. I will just rub this so that it will be easy. Okay, so this part I think you understood, the first part. You can stop the oxidation at the aldehyde part. Further oxidation will give you what? Acid, benzoic acid. But we have to stop, and that is only possible by use of special type of oxidizing agents, what we say. Understood? Now the next part. Okay. Now the next reaction what we are going to discuss, that is preparation of aldehyde, is by use of chromyl chloride. The word is what? Chromyl chloride. CrO2Cl2. Now how this chromyl chloride is prepared? By adding chromic acid and HCl. What we say, we can form chromyl chloride. That is CrO3 plus HCl gives you CrO2Cl2. Understood? Now this reaction is also called Itard reaction. Which reaction? Itard reaction. Now this chromyl chloride is mixed with either carbon disulfide or CCl4. Means this reaction is carried out using chromyl chloride with CS2, CS2 or CCl4. CS2 means carbon disulfide. Clear? And this is carbon tetrachloride. Understood? Carbon tetrachloride or carbon disulfide. Any of this you can use. Chromyl chloride in CS2 or this, what we call it as CCl4. So when we use this toluene means on benzene ring CH3. That is methyl benzene. That is what? Toluene. Toluene when treated with CrO2Cl2 in presence of CS2 or CCl4 also can be taken. Clear? It will change into chromium complex. Which complex? Chromium complex. Which further on hydrolysis here gives you what? Benzaldehyde. Now chromium complex, when we say chromium complex is on benzene ring, CH, what we say, that is this group, what we say. Out of that, 2 hydrogens are removed. So either you can write CH like this. In bracket you can write 2 times. That is what? 2 times OCRO. What we call it as 2 times. OCROH Cl2 twice. This is your chromium complex. Either you write like this, or the same thing can be written as CH like this. H I will write here, and on this, because total CH3 was there. So that instead of 2 hydrogen, you can write these 2 groups, what we call from this. So it is, we can write OCROHCl2 or OCROHCl2. Understood? So like this you can write the chromium complex, which on further hydrolysis, either you write this or you write this, what we say, which on further hydrolysis will give you what? Benzaldehyde. What it will give you? Benzaldehyde. So if you see in this case, you can see this group is replaced by an aldehyde group, and the reaction stopped at this position. Now to stop this reaction, there are certain oxidizing agents used, and from that, first one we saw here, in this case methyl benzene, we saw the reaction. What was the oxidizing agent? It was chromic acid and all what we use. Now in this case what we are using? Chromyl chloride, and this what we say. Okay, and this reaction is called Itard reaction. This Itard reaction is very important. It can be asked for 2 marks. Which reaction? Itard reaction. Understood? So there are many types of reaction. Last time we have seen Rosen-Moon reaction. This time Itard reaction. So this you can write it in a different class of compound, what we say. This both of this thing what I explained here, you have to write in your fair book. Now the next one what is given is by the use of chromic oxide, that I am going to explain. Let me rub this. Now this one by chromic oxide what we have discussed, that we have already explained in oxidation of methyl benzene. Okay, but one more time we will see, that is what, when methyl benzene, that is toluene, is treated with chromic oxide CrO3 in presence. Now when we say CrO3, we have already seen it is used. First it is used as a which agent? Oxidizing agent, CrO3 we use. Here what you will get? You will get benzyl diacetate you get. That is here CH and here OC. Just a minute. Look here. Chromic oxide which is used as an oxidizing agent in presence of acetic anhydride, that is CH3CO twice O, you will get benzyl diacetate, what we call benzyl diacetate. In your book it is given benzylidene diacetate. So benzyl diacetate, that is will be like this OCO CH3, here again OCO CH3, right? This twice what we have taken, CO CH3, and this oxidizing chromic oxide what we are using as an oxidizing agent. Clear? Now the temperature used for this part what is given in your book is 273 to 283 Kelvin what we say. Understood? That is 10 degrees Celsius is the temperature required for this reaction. Further this on hydrolysis and heating. Now this we already seen 373 Kelvin temperature on heating. Last time what we saw, that first part we saw this. So either 373 or just by heating this at this temperature and hydrolysis. This is hydrolysis. Clear? This will change into what? Benzaldehyde plus 2CH3COOH, like this. What is given in your textbook. I think it is not written this 2CH3COOH, but you can write it as a byproduct. Now when we talk about in organic chemistry, the byproducts are not given in importance, but the principal or the major products are given more importance. Understood? So, but for your information, you can write down what is given. It is not there in your textbook, so you can write this. This is your benzaldehyde. What is the word? Benzaldehyde. Okay, so this way also you can do. This is the same thing what we discussed in the first part from methyl benzene, that is toluene what is. Okay, so we come here to an end of this part. Now the second one what is given is a different type, but it is also preparation of aldehyde only, but by side chain chlorination. What is the word given? Side chain chlorination. In that one different type is there, Gattermann-Koch reaction, that we are going to discuss next. Okay, so same preparation of what we call it as aldehyde by side chain substitution what we are seeing. See, just a minute. Okay. Now you can see here preparation of aldehyde. First we have finished, that is from hydrocarbon. In that first one what was given by oxidation of methyl benzene, in which two things we have discussed, that is from chromic chloride and this use of chromic oxide. Understood? So these two things we have discussed. Second one is what we call it as by side chain chlorination followed by hydrolysis. Now what is this that we will see here? Side chain chlorination when we say so first we will take here toluene, CH3. What is this? Toluene, or we can write a benzaldehyde. Clear? When treated with Cl2, what it is treated with Cl2 in presence of high intensity light, because chlorine is a photochemical, what we say, it decomposes in presence of light. So here you will get a free radical from this. So toluene when treated with what we call it as Cl2 in presence of high intensity light, it will change into benzyl chloride. What it will change into? CH2Cl, like this what is written in your book. Sorry. Okay, like this. This is your benzyl chloride. What is this? Benzyl chloride. Understood? So this is the benzyl chloride what we get. Now in this case if you see, there are 3 hydrogen here, but in this case only 1 hydrogen, means for 2 hydrogen 2 chlorine atoms are substituted. This way you can remember. You can underline this like this. So just for your knowledge, no to do while doing it in your exam. This is just for your knowledge what we say. So here 2 hydrogens are replaced by 2 chlorine, like this what we say. Now on further hydrolysis H3O plus M373 Kelvin temperature, this will change into what? Benzaldehyde. What it will change into? Benzaldehyde. Understood? So this is the word what we are talking about. It will change into benzaldehyde in this way. Okay, so this is one simple reaction, that is by side chain chlorination. See, side chain means it is not, chlorine is not directly attached to benzene. That's why the word is used is side chain chlorination. Okay, so this is your side chain substituted benzene. Okay, direct substituted when we say, no, this is Cl when we write, no, this is nucleus or direct substitution on benzene. But here it is one carbon is there on benzene and next to carbon chlorine is there. That's why it is called side chain, what we call. Okay, side chain chlorination. Okay, now this is what we say here. After further hydrolysis, you will get what? Benzaldehyde. Now in this third one reaction is there, that is Gattermann-Koch reaction. Which reaction? Gattermann-Koch. This is the third part of from hydrocarbon, that is preparation of aldehyde. Okay. Now the next one what we are going to discuss is Gattermann-Koch reaction. It is a type of reaction, you have to remember it. It can also be asked for 2 marks. Types of reaction. See, till now we have studied which one? Rosenmund, Itard, and this is now Gattermann-Koch. Okay. So in this case what is there? Formylation of benzene is done. Means what? Benzene ring is treated in presence of carbon monoxide. CO is what? Carbon monoxide. Always remember, whenever you write carbon monoxide, carbon and oxygen letter must be of same size. Don't write it C capital and O small, otherwise it will become cobalt. Understood? So carbon monoxide, in presence of carbon monoxide, HCl, that is anhydrous and anhydrous AlCl3, aluminium chloride, mixed with CuCl. What is the word? Cuprous chloride. Understood? So when this formylation of benzene is done, it will change into an aldehyde. What it will change into an aldehyde? Means benzene will change into benzaldehyde. Understood this word? This is simple, a Gattermann-Koch reaction in which anhydrous aluminium chloride is being used or cuprous chloride, or this is slash is for or. Okay, carbon monoxide in HCl. Okay, in presence of this you take, or either CuCl you take, you will get benzaldehyde. Okay, so this all what we discussed was preparation of aldehyde. Okay, now next topic is preparation of ketone, what we are going to discuss. Only ketone. Till now preparation of only aldehyde. Okay, so these are the 3 things what we discussed from hydrocarbon. By oxidation of methyl benzene, by then in that 2 parts are there, use of chromyl chloride, then use of chromic oxide. Same way, by side chain chlorination followed by hydrolysis, benzyl chloride was formed, and then further it was changed into aldehyde. In this case, by Gattermann-Koch reaction, in which carbon monoxide in presence of HCl and anhydrous AlCl3, you can, these 3 things you use, or with either of AlCl3 you can use CuCl. Understood? So this was all about aldehyde preparation. Now preparation of ketones we are going to discuss. Now we are going to discuss about preparation of ketones, in which from acyl chlorides, what we say, that we are going to discuss. Now before what I call using acyl chloride, we need to prepare dialkyl cadmium. Now how it is prepared? By reaction of a Grignard reagent, RMgX. This is your Grignard reagent. Here RMgX, when treated with cadmium chloride. What it is treated with? Cadmium chloride, it will give you R2CD. This is your dialkyl cadmium. Okay, so this gives you dialkyl cadmium and R2MgXCl. What you get? This is the byproduct what you get. Magnesium halide, what we say here. So now in this case, when we say this one is used with cadmium dichloride to give you dialkyl cadmium. Now this we are going to use to prepare what? Ketone. Understood? So in your book they have given a general form. What it is given? 2R-C double bond O dash Cl. This one what we say? This is your acyl chloride. This is which chloride? Acyl chloride. Understood? This acyl chloride when treated with R2CD. R2CD means dialkyl cadmium. Okay? Dialkyl cadmium will give you 2R-C double bond O R like this. Understood? Means this R is written on this side what we say, and R dash is from what we call it as acyl chloride. Understood? So 2 molecules of this ketone you are going to get, plus we get what? CdCl2 which we used in this reaction. Okay, we will get it back. Understood this case? Now this same reaction can be written in one simple way also, that how we get CdCl2. Okay, so that is way is this way. See, 2 R's COCl is there. So what I write? R dash C double bond O and Cl plus what I write here? CD then R. CD R2 is there like this. So CD R2 I write like this. CD R2. Now in this case there are 2 molecules given. 2 molecules of this. So in this case, this one I will make a box. If you want, I will just highlight it with a red pen like this. You can see this dotted line. Okay. So what is removed? 2 chlorines are there, not 1. So 2 chlorine and 2 what I call as 1 CD. So I can write this one here, that is CdCl2. That is what is removed from the box like this. Okay. Now what is left out? You can see 2R dash. Understood? 2R dash CO. So I write here 2R dash C double bond O, and here you can see 2R are there, but here 2 molecules is already written in front. So I write here R. Now I think this part will be clear to you. Understood? Okay, or if not, you can write here this. I can write R2. So, but here already 2 is written as a molecule, so don't need to write R2. But here the 2 is written. So this is the ketone. What you get? What is this? Ketone. Okay. So I think this part is clear to you. Now this same thing I will write it in a. This is a general form. Now this instead of R we will be writing CH3 group. So it will be clear to you. Okay. For that I will write this first part. What is here? Okay. Now you can see here I write 2CH3 instead of this R dash. I will write here what? 2CH3 C double bond O and Cl I have written. Okay. Now cadmium chloride is there, dialkyl is there. So instead of I write like this CdCH3 CH2 twice this R2. This is your R, only R. This is R dash. So in this I will use this to highlight. Okay, so this one is being removed, and on the other side you can write here CdCl2. So that I will put it in a box, CdCl2, and plus you will get this product. Now what is left out? So 2CH3 C double bond O, and here CH3 CH2. Understood? So this is the part what you get. But we have to write here in terminal CH3 will come. So CH2 will attach, this carbon will attach here. Understood? So you can see here. So actually what is being removed? Okay. So what was removed from here? Chlorine, and this was removed, and instead of that this whole part is added here. Now understood? Okay. If not, one green pen I will use. What is removed? Chlorine is removed, and instead of chlorine, what is added? CH2, CH3 is added. So this is from acyl chloride. Acyl chloride. This is your acetyl chloride. Okay, or methyl chloride also you can write, but 2 molecules are there. This side dialkyl, but in this case I write the name methyl chloride. This one acetyl chloride. Here you can see diethyl cadmium. Understood? And if you want to write the name here, this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So but 2-ON plus cadmium here. This is your cadmium chloride. Clear? So this but 2-on. If you want, you can write the name of this also. This I will write here. This one will be COCl, so acetyl only will write. Okay? This one acetyl chloride is a common name, or ethanoid chloride. Clear? So ethanol chloride, diethyl cadmium, but 2-ON and cadmium. So this is the ketone group what you get by acyl chloride. Understood this part? This is a simple way to understand how to remove this CdCl2. Okay? Now the next one what is given in your book, you can see on page number 264. Now the next one from nitriles when we say. So in that what we say, we will write a general form. In your book it is given. Treating a nitrile with a Grignard reagent. Okay, treating a nitrile with a Grignard reagent will give you a intermediate. That intermediate on hydrolysis will give you a ketone. Now for that, first we will write a general form with an alkyl group. You can see here the general form is like this: RC triple bond N plus RMgX, like this. Now this is your Grignard reagent. Clear? Reagent. This is your nitrile. Clear? So nitrile when treated with Grignard reagent, this I will write R dash. So you will come to know which alkyl group is substituted at which position in presence of ether. Now why we are using ether here? Because Grignard reagent is very sensitive towards moisture. So whenever you use Grignard reagent, we have to use ether here, what you say. Right? No more water or water containing compound cannot be used here. Okay, so ether has to be used. So you will get an intermediate. The intermediate is RC double bond R dash and MgX, what you say. This is the intermediate what you get, medium. Clear? Which on further hydrolysis, further hydrolysis will give you what? R C double bond O and R dash, that is what? Ketone you get. What you will get here? Ketone, which on further hydrolysis gives you ketone. Now this same thing can be written in another way also. That is, instead of this, this what is given in your book, I think, okay. Instead of this R, I will write here CH3, CH2, C triple bond N plus what is given in your book is C6H5, I think. C6H5Mg-Br. This same Grignard reagent, magnesium, phenyl magnesium bromide, what is given here. And this is your nitrile, what is given, what we say. This is your propane nitrile. Which nitrile? Propane nitrile. Okay, nitrile is for CN, functional group, what we say. So when it is treated with this, now instead of AR dash, they have taken here AR, aryl group. If you don't understand, I can write or on benzene ring you can write Mg-Br, like this. Understood? Now here carbon is attached to nitrogen with what? A triple bond. Now from here one bond will substitute the benzene here, and we know carbon attached double bond to a nitrogen, we call it as imine, what we say. So here in presence of ether, what you will get? CH3, CH2, C double bond N, double bond N and Mg-Br, and here the benzene ring we will write like this. Okay, so this is the benzene ring what is written, the same thing here. Okay, this is the intermediate what you get, intermediate, which on further hydrolysis, understood, will give you what? ketone. It will give you ketone. So you can see here in your book, I think they have given, yes, it is given CH3CH2, no, they have given C2H5, but we will write like this only, CH3CH2, C double bond O, and here benzene ring. Now this is first, second and third carbon. So 1-phenyl, the name in your book is given what? 1-phenyl propane, propanone, 1-phenyl propanone, this is your IUPAC name, or in your book it is given what we say, the common name is also there, sorry, it is propiophenone. This is common name and this is IUPAC name, propiophenone. Okay, ON is the what we call suffix used for ketone, what we say. Understood? I think you can read that. It is given in your textbook. Here it is written C2H5, but instead of C2H5, you can write CH3CH2 also. Okay? So this is the general form, and this is the form what you can write it in your fair book or in the exam if it is asked. So this was from nitrile. Now one last one is left, that also we will complete. So in the next video, we will be continuing with the physical properties. Okay? Just a minute. Okay. Now the last what we say preparation of ketone what we are going to discuss is from benzene or substituted benzene. The other name of this reaction is simple Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. Now what is the meaning of that? That is when a benzene is treated with the acid chloride. What is the word? Acid or acetyl chloride. Acetyl chloride or acid chloride also you can see, RCOCl. If you remember in the beginning of the chapter we have seen like this, R like this, COCl. Understood? So if you treat this with the benzene with acetyl chloride in presence of anhydrous AlCl3, aluminium chloride. Now aluminium chloride is used what we call as a catalyst. Now what aluminium chloride does, so it will remove a chlorine from this. That is, if you want the general reaction you can write here, that is RCOCl plus anhydrous AlCl3 gives you AlCl4 minus, means chlorine is removed from here, and you will get RCO, that is RCO, in which this will be acting as an electrophile. Now this electrophile is substituted on benzene ring. That is, if I want, I can write like this at this point, that is C double bond O and R. Understood? So C double bond O and R. Now in this case, if I want, either you can write R also, or if you use here AR, it will come here AR. Understood? If you don't understood, you just write it now here, means this R is here what we call. Understood? Okay. So this is nothing but what we call it as ketone. Ketone. Now in this ketone, you can also write this. It is the benzene ring with the ketone group, and here alkyl means AR, C double bond O and R like this. Or is it clear? So this is the general form. It is Friedel-Crafts alkyl acylation reaction. Why acylation? Because acetyl chloride is used, RCOCl. Understood this part? So we will stop here. We have finished this topic here. You can see on your textbook page 364. Example 12.1 is also given. You can try to solve by yourself as a homework. And also in text question is also given. Complete the reaction. So that you can do it by yourself, or I will be explaining. If you have difficulty in that, I will be explaining in the next video, or I will put an image of that solution of that example. Example 12.1 page 364, and in text question 12.2 page 364. Understood? So we will stop here. Next time we will be continuing with the physical properties of aldehyde and ketone. Okay? Thank you very much.